If you have been around for quite some period of time in crypto, you'd know that bull runs are the one thing every investor wants to see happen. It's truly a time to be alive as the price of the assets in crypto continues to increase in value, and all other factors relevant to the valuation of such investments performing at a stable phase. But if you have also been here for a long time, you would also know that bull runs are hard to come by, and even if there are experts continuously trying to predict when and how it will happen, it is an event that is not set in stone. Sometimes, a bear market happens and stays for such a long time that investors decide to pull out just when the next bull run happens, and we cannot really blame them for doing that because the market is volatile and a lot of things can or cannot happen. Everyone has their hopes high that we are soon going to see another bull run unfold. But is it really near? This is Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We post frequently so you wouldn't want to miss it. In today's video, we will be talking about Cathie Wood, the CEO of ARK Invest, and how she thinks we might be seeing another bull run take place in Bitcoin a lot sooner than many of us are expecting. We have some major things to discuss in today's video, so let's get to it. If you guys do not know who Cathie Wood is, she is the CEO of ARK Invest, an investment management company in the US. We have introduced her and her opinions on crypto in some of our past videos, and she is one of the many experts in the field whose opinions are definitely worth hearing and looking into. This is why when she said that we are indeed on the verge of seeing another bull run, we immediately knew we needed to make a video of it. So, her company, ARK Invest, has a thing called the Bitcoin Monthly Report, which she said in her talk she plans on changing to Crypto Monthly. I guess for more inclusive data reporting. But anyway, this report is where she based her assumption, as according to the values stated in it, there are a few positive signs hinting at the next major bull run in Bitcoin. She mainly pointed out that the 200-week moving average, which was unfortunately broken down as Bitcoin's price dropped down to somewhere in the $17,000 range, peaking close to $70,000 last November. This is something that's not good to see if you are an investor, and experts initially thought that if Bitcoin will not be able to rise above this value and reclaim the 200-week moving average, the price of Bitcoin can probably go to about $10,000 to $13,000. Fortunately, the 200-week moving average was reclaimed, and Bitcoin's value went up to somewhere between $21,000 to $22,000. But it was still hard to bank on this behavior from Bitcoin, as we all know that the first half of the year was really a challenging time for investors. We saw the fall of Celsius, as well as the stablecoin Tara, when it lost its peg to the US dollar. And there are a lot of other downfalls we had seen in the past months that potential investors decided to take a step back and withdraw their investments in some assets. While Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have certainly recovered from this slump, the events that transpired a few months ago have caused interest rates to blow up, leaving investors unimpressed with the market. In all of these situations, do we really think that we have reached the bottom? This question has been asked several times by us, and I know you have too. But generally, it cannot be determined. However, experts try to determine the bear bottom through historical data, meaning they try to assess the behavior that appeared in the previous bear runs, and how the several indicators reacted to the movement of the price. Essentially, experts are banking on the fact that history is fated to repeat itself given the same or slightly changing conditions. According to Wood, a signal or indicator that is not commonly observed in the report has surfaced, signaling that today is the best time to be investing in cryptocurrency. She talked about the Bitcoin mining difficulty ribbon, which compromises simple moving averages both long and short, that have been compressed for the first time in over a year. This is a behavior that exhibits minor capitulation, which generally happens when those entities that are minting coins decide to stop minting because of several factors, such as the decline in hash rate or difficulties in mining. This, of course, results in a decrease in selling pressure, ultimately allowing for the price of the assets to revert to a stable state and opening doors for a bull market. Oftentimes, What miners have mined is sold in order to fund their operations, and this is what adds to the pressure felt in the bear market. Enjoying the video so far? We have yet to talk about a few more things, so do not go anywhere. But before we go to the next part of the video, make sure that you have given this content a big thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button to be a part of our growing community. Now, on to the next part. Cathie goes on to say in her talk that while there was a decline observed in the past couple of weeks, it was not as severe as the other declines that we have seen in the past. It would have been completely devastating to see a decline of 80%, but we are fortunate enough to know that it did not actually reach that point. So that is actually reassuring to hear. Another positive thing to hear is the news of BlackRock and Coinbase having a collaboration so that the former could assimilate itself into the ecosystem of Aladdin Technology Solutions, which currently hold a total worth of $40 trillion in assets. They have chosen to work with Coinbase as it will provide them the leverage needed to be in the ecosystem, a smart move, and also proof that Bitcoin and the whole crypto market are becoming known and accepted as a new class of assets. Now going back to what I just said, there is apparently a total of $40 trillion worth of assets from BlackRock's platform. So according to Woods, you would want to either focus on minimizing volatility or your Sharpe ratio. If you are keener on the former, it is advised to put around 2.5% of the total value into crypto. But if you are more interested in your Sharpe ratio and would play your cards with respect to the risk and volatility of the market, you can invest around 6.5%. If you happen to put, let's say, 2.5% of this $40 trillion platform, you will most probably be seeing $1 trillion's worth of demand, and this could double the price of Bitcoin, assuming that all of it was essentially invested into the asset. But this does not go without any reservations, as Cathie also noted that liquid supplies are included in this, holding quite a substantial value of roughly 14 million and the outstanding value of around 18 to 19 million Bitcoin. This leaves us with around 3 million Bitcoin that are truly liquid, worth taking into consideration. So yeah, Cathie Wood has given us her insights about the Bitcoin exiting the near market to give way for a rally that is bound to unfold. Of course, I would understand if it is something that's hard to believe for some of you, as we have only seen a recovery in the last few weeks as compared to the generally declining market in the first half, adding the fact that inflation is constantly threatening the market stability. There are those optimistic investors who stand more on the side of the bull run happening soon, while there are those who think otherwise and are still doubtful of what's to come after all this. But one thing remains and should remain true wherever you stand in this situation, and that is to always be aware of the movement in the market, especially because things can rapidly change overnight. We might be seeing a bull run soon, or we might be on our way to yet again another decline, hoping that we aren't. It wouldn't hurt to be extra careful, so always be cautious with the moves you make. And that wraps up today's content. Hope you learned something from what Cathie Woods had said. And remember to always take everything we say and discuss with a grain of salt whenever deciding. Do you guys have any thoughts to share? If you do, place them in the comments down below. And while you're at it, give us a like and subscribe to be a part of our community of crypto enthusiasts. Goodbye, and see you in our next video.